All right, ready to dive into another fascinating story?
Always up for a good story. What do we have today?
Well, today it's a deep dive into African folklore. A tale about a prince, a curse, and a whole lot of stolen goods.
Oh, intrigue right from the start. A cursed prince, you say? Sounds like there's more to this than meets the eye.
Definitely not your average fairy tale. This one gets pretty real, exploring themes of jealousy, responsibility, the consequences of our choices, the heavy stuff, but set against this backdrop of a kingdom steeped in magic.
So we're talking about a world where witches and curses are just part of everyday life.
Exactly. A place called the Kingdom of Ajuju, known for its powerful witches, both good and bad. And in this kingdom, even royalty isn't exempt from the consequences of messing with magic.
Okay, I'm hooked. Set the scene for me. Who are the players in this magical morality tale?
So we start with Prince Bulma, son of the wise King Agata, living the good life, privilege, comfort, you know the drill. But Bulma's got a secret, a compulsion that throws the whole kingdom into chaos.
A secret compulsion. Don't leave me hanging. What's the prince hiding?
The prince, my friend, is a thief. And not just some petty thief swiping trinkets. This guy can't keep his hands off anything that isn't nailed down.
A royal thief. That's a new one. I can only imagine the whispers and the chaos he's causing in the kingdom.
It's a scandal. This clash between his position, the prince, the son of the king, and this, let's be honest, uncontrollable urge to steal. It's fascinating.
It really does make you think, doesn't it? Is it a character flaw or is there something deeper at play? This whole nature versus nurture debate.
Right. Is he just born bad or is there more to the story?
And the king, what about him? How is he handling his son's, shall we say, extracurricular activities?
Oh, King Agata, good guy, loves his son, but also understands his duty to his kingdom. He's caught in a tough spot, so he tries to compensate, using the royal treasury to make things right, replace what Bulma steals.
Oh, the classic parental dilemma. Trying to protect their child, even if it means bending the rules. But that never truly solves the problem, does it?
A temporary fix, like putting a Band-Aid on a broken bone.
Exactly. It just delays the inevitable, that moment when the consequences can't be ignored. And for Bulma, those consequences, well, they arrive in a spectacular fashion on a bustling market day in Ajuju.
Market day, the heart of the community. What could go wrong, right?
Picture it. Merchants selling their wares, the air filled with music and laughter, a scene full of life.
Sounds idyllic. Hard to imagine our sticky-fingered prince causing too much trouble in such a lively setting.
And yet, Bulma, true to form, just can't resist temptation. He spots something he just has to have.
Oh no, what catches his eye this time?
A seemingly simple object, really. A beautiful necklace displayed on the table of an old woman. But this necklace, well, it becomes a symbol. The catalyst for everything that follows.
I think I see where this is going. He steals the necklace, doesn't he?
He does. But this time, there's a problem. This old woman, she sees him. And in a voice that carries across the entire marketplace, she accuses Prince Bulma of theft.
Oh, that's got to be a blow to the royal ego. Caught red-handed in front of everyone.
Imagine the silence that must have fallen over that marketplace. The accusatory finger pointed at the prince. No more hiding, no more quiet compensations from the king.
Yeah, things just got very real very quickly. How does the king handle this very public accusation?
He does what any powerful ruler desperate to protect his son would do. He intervenes, secretly retrieves the necklace, punishes the woman for making what he claims are false accusations.
So another crisis averted. Except we're talking about a kingdom full of magic, right? And this old woman, I have a feeling she's not just some random market vendor.
You have a keen sense of foreshadowing, because in Ajuju, you don't accuse royalty of theft unless you can back it up. And this old woman, well, let's just say she has a few tricks up her sleeve. But to understand just how much trouble Bulma is in, we need to take a little detour, a story about another man who crossed paths with a witch. This is the story of Tallow. You see, his tale, it precedes Bulma's, almost like a cautionary whisper in the winds of Ajuju. Tallow, much like the prince, had a bit of a sticky-fingered problem.
So another thief. Was it jewels, gold? What'd he take?
Nothing quite so grand. He went for something simpler. A fowl, maybe hoping for a quick meal. But, and here's the catch, this wasn't just any bird. And stealing it, well, that was a mistake. A big one.
I'm sensing a butt coming. What's the twist?
The fowl. It belonged to a witch.
Oh boy, that's not good. And the witch, she wasn't too pleased about losing her feathered friend, I'm guessing.
Not pleased at all. Let's just say Tallow learned the hard way that messing with a witch's property is a bad idea.
Okay, but what did she do? Turn him into a toad?
Worse. She hit him with a curse, an instant thing, paralyzed him, frozen in place, like a statue, a warning to anyone else thinking about stealing from her.
Whoa, that's rough. I mean, a chicken. That seems a bit extreme for a little poultry theft, doesn't it?
That's the thing about magic, isn't it? It doesn't always play by our rules. Plus, this highlights the unique legal system in a juju, witches, curses. It's all woven into their justice system.
So it's like, yeah, they have laws, but then they also have like magical consequences on top of that.
Exactly. Reflects a lot of belief systems, actually, not just in folk tales. Throughout history, the supernatural plays a big role in how people understand justice, consequences, all that.
Makes you wonder how much of what we dismiss as superstition might have some basis in, different ways of seeing the world.
Right. But back to Tallow. Paralyzed, right. Word reaches King Agada. He hears about this, and being a just ruler, he decides to step in.
What, he felt bad for the guy?
He understood the severity of stealing from a witch, even if the stolen item was, well, just a fowl. So he does what any wise ruler would do in a situation involving magic. He consults the oracle.
Ah, the oracle. The go-to for all things mystical.
Exactly. So the oracle, after consulting with the spirits, agrees to lift the curse. But, and this is a big but, it comes with a warning.
Oh, I bet. What'd they say? Don't mess with witches who like poultry.
Pretty much. The message was clear. Stealing from a witch brings chaos, throws things out of whack.
Yeah, not exactly subtle. You'd think that would be enough to make anyone think twice about swiping something from a witch.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? Yet, here we are, back to Prince Bulma. The warnings. The paralyzed thief. Doesn't seem to faze him. He keeps on taking what isn't his, which brings us right back to that fateful market day. The old woman. The necklace.
And the old woman, who we now know is no ordinary old woman. She's a powerful witch.
A witch who's just had her property stolen by a prince who really should know better by now.
So Bulma, he goes back to the market, right? Figured he could sneak the necklace back, and no harm, no foul. Literally.
Full of that youthful arrogance, the kind that makes you think you're invincible, that you can just fix your mistakes without consequences. But Nana, the witch, she had other plans.
And those plans involved turning him into a rooster in the middle of a crowded market.
Oh, yeah. Talk about a dramatic reveal. One minute, he's Prince Bulma. Next minute, feathers, beak, the whole shebang, right there in front of everyone.
I'm picturing the scene, people screaming, chickens probably running around, total mayhem.
Chaos. Utter chaos. People fleeing, guards trying to figure out what just happened, how a prince turns into a bird. Eventually, they manage to get Bulma, rooster form and all, back to the palace.
So much for a discreet return. But now what? They've got a rooster problem. A rooster prince problem. How do you even begin to fix that?
Well, who better to consult than the source of all mystical wisdom in a juju? Back to the oracle they go.
Okay, I'm on the edge of my seat here. What does the oracle say?
The oracle delivers the bad news. This curse, it's potent, deliberate, and only the one who cast it can lift it.
Which means they need to find the old woman, Nana, the witch.
Exactly. Because the guards, they recognize the necklace. The one Bulma, or, well, the rooster, is still wearing. It belongs to Nana.
Of course it does. Talk about a plot twist. But why go through all this trouble? Why turn him into a rooster if she was just going to reveal herself anyway?
That's where things get really interesting, Nana. She's not just out for simple revenge. She's got bigger plans, a deeper sense of justice that poor Bulma just stumbled into.
So the king walks right into the lion's den. I mean, he goes to Nana, begs for his son to be turned back.
He does. A powerful ruler reduced to pleading. It's quite the role reversal.
Bet he's regretting that whole punishing the old woman thing now. You reap what you sow.
Indeed. But Nana, she's not just out for revenge. She's got a plan, a bigger lesson in mind. She tells the king, Bulma's curse. It goes way deeper than that stolen necklace.
Deeper? What, like a family curse? Generations of bad luck?
This one's personal. Turns out Bulma was crushed as a baby. Someone close to the king, jealous, resentful, wanted to cause some pain.
Hold on, are we talking about attempted magical assassination of a baby? This just got dark.
It's a folktale. Things get intense. But imagine the drama in the palace. Who could it be? A jealous aunt? A bitter advisor?
Everyone looking each other sideways, wondering who's got a cursed voodoo doll hidden in their chambers.
The king's wives, they become the focus. Naturally, each one wanting his favor, the power that comes with it. And wouldn't you know it, Ula, the king's favorite wife, she confesses.
Ula, she's the one who cursed the baby.
Couldn't bear children of her own, see? Consumed by jealousy when the king's other wife, Bulma's mom, had a healthy son.
So she decided to inflict her pain on them.
Wanted the king to feel what she felt. Jealousy is a powerful motivator, makes people do terrible things.
And that's what's been driving Bulma all this time. A curse rooted in someone else's pain.
Ula, she created a ripple effect. One act of spite affecting Bulma's life, the whole kingdom, really. It's tragic.
Okay, so Ula's out of the picture, banished, right? But Bulma's still a rooster. How do they break this curse? What's Nana's game?
Here's the thing about justice, true justice. It's not always about punishment. Nana, she understands this.
Don't keep me in suspense. What's the solution?
For the curse to be broken, Bulma has to reconcile with Ula. The woman who cursed him, he has to forgive her.
Whoa, that's unexpected. How do you even begin to forgive something like that? Being robbed of your life, turned into a barnyard animal.
That's the journey, isn't it? Finding a way to understand, to see past the hurt, the anger, to see Ula not as a monster, but as a person who made a terrible mistake.
And Bulma, he's able to do that, even after everything.
He is. And in that moment of true forgiveness, the curse breaks. Bulma's human again.
So it's a happy ending.
It's a powerful one. Bulma, he's changed by the experience, returns everything he stole, tries to make amends for the chaos he caused. More importantly, he breaks free from the curse that wasn't even really his to bear. Ula's curse, his own compulsions, gone.
What a story. What a wild ride.
There's a lot to unpack there. Jealousy, responsibility, the power of forgiveness.
It really makes you think, what curses are we carrying? What hidden forces are shaping our lives, holding us back? And could we maybe break free by showing a little more understanding, a little more forgiveness?
Those are the questions, aren't they? The ones that linger long after the story ends. And on that note, until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep diving deep.